All right, take a look at Palantir stock go, guys. It's almost 1 p.m. on the East Coast right now, and Palantir is up almost 4% on the day. And it's not like a crazy day for the overall stock market. We do have some green out there, little bit of red, but pretty type of day for stocks. But Palantir, is breaking out again, up 4%. So we have to break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do. But first, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Take a sip of your coffee. You guys know what to do. Join the Patreon. Check out the free email stock newsletter as well. And let's dive into it. So, like I said, it's almost 1 p.m. East Coast time right now, and we are up about 4% on Palantir, and earlier it was up even more. I think we hit about $126.50, about 30 cents. So we were up even more earlier in the day, about 5.5%. And now we saw a little bit of a pullback the last 20 minutes within this overall breakout on the intraday. And now in real time, buyers are coming in. You guys see these two green candles forming on this intraday chart. We're starting to get a bounce right where we want to see it, right where the bulls need to come in for this uptrend on the intraday chart to continue, which again, obviously we've been doing very well throughout the entire day so far today. And on the 5-day, 5-minute, you're noticing we're at a big resistance right now. You're noticing Palantir has been putting lower highs in the last couple of days as kind of the stock market in general has been selling off a little bit. It's been flat. It's been a bit wonky the last week with Moody's, the bond market. We know kind of what's going on there. So Palantir has been putting in these lower highs. And as of now, we technically did put another lower high in as of today's session so far when we hit 126.30 this morning or earlier in the day. Technically, when we got rejected there, we put in a lower high. You're noticing that here on the 5-day, 5-minute, which, time will tell. Maybe we break out heading into close, right? And let me know in the comments because you're watching this after close. So maybe we see some momentum into close back towards 126, 127. Maybe at some point tomorrow we break out of this little, trend line on this 5-day, 5-minute. And on the 30-minute chart, you're noticing it even more. If I actually get the channel tool out, let me do this right now and show you what's going on. You're noticing, okay, we've kind of been in this little downtrending channel now for about a week and some change, and we're still in it as of today, as of this video. And for this to fully break out, yes, I know we're up 4% on the day, kind of breaking out a bit on the intraday, but for this to fully break out, we're going to have to take out this channel, which we're not doing quite yet. In fact, we got to start moving a couple dollars at least higher from where we are now for it to start breaking out. So I'm going to set my alert for right now at 120, let's do 126.50, my first alert, and I'll do another alert at, let's say, 128. Let me do this right now. Mark is out. We're above $128 a share. There we go. So 126.50, 128. If we're able to start getting out of there, that's the big breakout spot on PLTR, and that's where this cup and handle could start playing out. You're kind of noticing one on the hourly chart here and on the 4-hour time frame. You guys see a cup and handle that's trying to play out, not fully there yet, but, we're going to have to break out of 128, 130 plus for this to start gaining momentum again. But, yeah, that's pretty much, it in terms of the update. Really, you got to watch out for this 30-minute time frame, kind of what's going on here in this downtrending channel. Will buyers push through the mid-high 120s? Will we start breaking 130 again? That's the big spot of resistance in the short term. So let me show you now some other companies, some other stocks. I'm pretty sure Snowflake reported yesterday, which is a competitor, obviously, to Palantir. And Snowflake stock is up 10% as of this video. Right now, today, it's up 10% right now, which is insane. Big move for Snowflake. We're pushing over. Well, I guess now we're back under 200, but earlier we were over $200 a share, and this stock has been struggling, right? Well, I guess not anymore. It was for a little bit. We went down from 195 all the way down to 118.17, so we dropped a lot, about 40% there, right? And since then, we've actually recovered all that loss. So we went from 195 down to 118, got to about 180, 185 before earnings. Now earnings pushed Snowflake, back towards that 200 mark, and it took out the highs from a couple months ago, which on the charts is very good news. And what's the all-time high? Wasn't the all-time high like $400 on this stock? Yeah, 429. This IPO'd a couple years ago. I'm not sure if you remember, back in 2020. Then it popped to 400. I remember it was up there, a couple $100 a share, and it's still very much far away. It's very off those all-time highs. I mean, for us to get back to all-time highs, we're going to have to go up like 120% from where we are right now. It's going to take some time. If it even gets there, we'll see. But what did Snowflake actually do? Well, Snowflake reported, let's see here, guys, adjusted earnings per share of 24 cents, which beat the 21 cents expected on sales of $1.04 billion versus $1.01 billion expected. So they beat EPS, beat revenue, very nice. And looks like they guided for Q2 product revenue of 1.035. I was about to say that way off. 1.035 to 1.04 versus 1.02 billion expected. So they beat EPS, beat revenue. Guidance for Q2 product revenue is above the estimate, which is great. And they see full year product revenue of $4.325 billion. Very good there, guys. Very, very good. Let's see what else. Stock spikes after earnings, blah, blah, blah. Not seeing much else there. Looks like Needham maintains buy on Snowflake, raises price target to $230 a share. Morgan Stanley raises target to $200. Deutsche Bank to $225. They have a buy rating. RBC raises to $236. They have an outperform rating. Wedbush, $230. They have an outperform rating as well. So a lot of these firms are upgrading the stock. They have outperform ratings, buy ratings for the most part there on Snowflake, which is interesting. So this one, I'm curious to see if this breakout fizzles out now that it's up so much off the lows, or is it really just getting started now that we just broke out of the highs from a couple of months ago, right? Do you know what I mean? Is it going to fizzle out, or will it accelerate here now that we're seeing a big breakout on the chart, which is good, especially after a good earnings report, good guidance? Will this accelerate the stock to go higher? That's kind of what I'm waiting for. So that's a quick breakdown on Snowflake, Palantir, kind of what's going on here on the charts and the overall market, which as of now, we're not doing much. Dow's pretty much at break even. Same with the S&P. QQQ is up 0.25%. All right, not bad. But the Russell's down about 0.25%. Not the best day overall for stocks, but not the worst by far either, right? It's just a regular day in the stock market, guys. Nothing too crazy. So with that being said, I'm going to end off the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, follow along, and join the free email stock newsletter if you want me to send you my top stocks weekly right to your email. And if you want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio every single week, check out the Patreon. We're investing thousands of dollars a month in that portfolio at this point. We started it from $0 on Patreon. Now it's tens of thousands of dollars, right? So we're blowing this portfolio up. It's crushing it returns-wise, doing very well. So if you guys want to see me build out this portfolio, it's linked down below. Feel free to go check it out. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.